Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I wish you joy, peace, and love. This is Alice Walker Beecham from My Gumbo Life. Today, what I want to talk to you is don't throw away the scraps. Now, I also want to say my goal is to always stay under 10 minutes with these little videos, but also to give you something to think about and hopefully to help move you forward in some way. So, my don't throw away the scraps. What does that mean? I'm going to tell you a little story, and then I'm going to tell you something I found in the Bible in Isaiah, I think 65:8, where it says, when there's still juice, and don't quote me, this I'm just going verbatim. When juice is still found in the grapes, don't throw them away. And that reminded me of when I was a little girl. My mom used to piece scraps. She'd take all the good part from our old clothing and she'd cut out the part that was still good and she would piece them together to make a quilt, a covering for our bed. And I always wondered, why in the world do she do that? When I get old, I'm going to just go to the store and buy me covering. I'm not going to take little scraps and pieces from old rags and old clothes and put them together. I remember one time my mom she took us and we went to her aunt's house and her aunt, and lots of the ladies in the community, they came together and they were piecing quilts. They had cut out all these little pieces from old fabric, from old clothes, and they made had this big rectangle uh, poles that they hooked from the top of the house, and they laid these scraps after they pieced them together on this pole, and then they would put batting on it, and then they would put another layer of those scraps, and they would piece and they would piece, and I would hear them talking, and they would talk about their men and how to make cakes, and they would laugh and they would talk, and later on in the evening they would kind of quiet down, and I would hear them. One of them would start humming, and the other one would kind of blend in with it. They didn't say any words. They would just hum, and they would look at each other, and sometimes they would just shake their head, and sometimes you would see one of them raise their hand, and I thought, what in the world is going on? Well, I didn't understand then. Probably was around 10 years old, and I didn't understand what was going on. But as I matured and grew up and life came and talked to me and touched me, I realized what they were doing and what they were doing can mimic life. You know, in life, we come in contact with a lots of people, a lots of circumstance, and we have to take the good part from those circumstances, the good part from those people, and piece them together to make a whole, to make a whole relationship, to make a whole family, to make a whole life for ourselves without me knowing it. That's what my mom and those aunties were teaching me. They were teaching me never throw away a person because there's only a little piece of good left in them. take that little piece, and you might have to find another good piece somewhere, or you might be that good piece, and piece it together with that to help make them whole. We all have the capacity to be covering for somebody. We just need to take that little piece left that they have. We don't know how that fabric went bad in their life, but take that little piece left and piece it together. Maybe piece it to you and help them to become covering for their life. So I hope that have been helpful to you if you're going through something where someone is like almost like, I just can't do this anymore with this person. Find that little scrap, find that scrap, and try to piece it together with a good part and help them to create a covering for their life. This is Alice Walker Beecham for My Gumbo Life. I hope this have been helpful to you and encouraging to you. And I will talk to you later. Be well. Bye.